All right, welcome back. Welcome back. In today's video, we're gonna continue with the AI, and I would like to apologize for the long wait, guys. But today, I have the current project right here open. Let's see what we have. Okay, because I don't remember where we left off. Okay, I know. Can pick this up, pick this up, pick this up. Okay, so you got everything still equipped. Switch weapon. Okay. Second. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I can unequip. Okay, seems like everything is working. Still pick this up. Okay, cool. Um, so let's get started on the AI. We will start with the AI civilian, right? Because I believe this is the one that we made the vendor. Yeah, this guy. Okay. Let's see. AI info. Let's make him not walk around so that I don't have to run and chase him. Let's give him a name. John Doe. Level 15. Damage 15. 100. 100. Okay. And let's open it up. Okay. It seems like I'll okay, let's just start from scratch. The first thing we need to do, because okay, oh, forget about these, because I was trying to remember where I was at, and I was experimenting with something, but forget about this. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, because the way I want the AI to be, I want when you select the AI, when you place the AI in the world, I want to have a variable where you can add its inventory. Okay, so for that, we're gonna go here. We need two variables. The first one, let's call it vendor item list, and this will be of type item name. And if you right click right here, turn it to an array, replicate. Okay, and we also need one for the inventory. Duplicate this inventory and change this to item info. Still need to be replicated and everything. Okay, so we need a custom event. We're gonna call it build vendor inventory. Okay, so this is a list of name. So we need to, let's get the length of that one. And because an array start with 0, we're gonna subtract one of them, one from it. And let me see. We're gonna loop through this. We say for loop. So for every single one of them, of this, this will be the last index. So what we need to do, we need to search the data table for every single one of the item inside of this array. We need to search the data table to see, because this is returning the name of the item that we have in our inventory. Okay, So we need to, because if we open, let me save. If we open the inventory, remember we're looking through the database based off the item name, so the row name. So here we say we get data table row, and because we want to get the specific item that we are looping through, we need to search through them by the index. Okay, so we're gonna get a copy of the item from the item name list at this index right here. Okay, and this will return all the name of that specific item. So for example, let's say I click on medic or health, medkit or health or whatever. This is the index it's gonna return. So from here we say enum to string, and then we plug this right here and make sure you select the data table. And now it returns the row, like this particular row. It returns the row right here. Okay, let me just close this. So now we get the inventory. We want to do add. We don't want to do add. We want to add a unique because we don't want duplicates. So we say add unique. Okay, so we add a unique one. Okay, so now we need to find out when should we call this function right here. So because we want the inventory to be built before we even open the menu, because when you interact with this guy, yeah, this shows before we even click on this button, we want the inventory to already be built. So the best way to do this, it would be once we interact with the AI, build the inventory, so that way when we click this, it will show up right. It will show up right here. Okay. So what we're going to do, back to our AI, on begin overlap, we're gonna call build vendor inventory. And if you want to see what I'm talking about, for loop, we do a for loop in the inventory, because we taking what we're doing here, we're taking all the item on this list that we find from the data table, and then we're gonna add it to the inventory of the AI. Okay. Oh yeah, this one right here. It's giving the error, so we plug this up and we say print string. Compile. Let's break this and let's print the name, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's put it up there for 5 seconds, and yep. Okay, so now we need to one important thing you need to do, the vendor list, we need to make it instant editable and expose on spawn. So now you will see we have the vendor list here, so we can add, let me add 3 items. We need the health, let's add the armor and the M4. So now when I play the game, as soon as I interact with this, on the top left it will print the name. See, now we already have the name of the inventory that this AI possesses. Okay, so the cool thing about this, I can duplicate this and then only add 1 item. So now the first guy, 3 items, he got 3 items, but the second dude should only have 1. See, with that you can have, let's say this guy, you can put them somewhere in the world, and you say this guy will only sell backpacks, and this guy will only sell food, this guy will only sell certain things. So that's why we're doing it this way. So Now what needs to happen is, okay, let me just delete this. What needs to happen is when we interact with the AI, we also need a reference of that AI. For example, we need to know which one we need to know which one we are entering. Even though there are different classes, this will say area civilian 0 or area civilian 1, but we need a reference to them. Okay, so the best way I found to do it, let's go to the character. I'm going to add a sphere collision, right? Just sphere collision, and I'm gonna add an event begin play. I mean overlap and an event and overlap. Okay. Let me see. This one has tag. Yeah, it has a tag, but let me use an interface instead. We go to, yeah, okay, we already have one. So we create an interface and then we turn a reference from the civilian AI. Okay. So the way you do this, you go here, create the interface, open it up. Wait, no, not function library. Oh, the function library is pretty cool too, but we're not gonna touch on this. So blueprint interface, create it, name it, whatever. In the output, you look for civilian master AI, and then you can give it a name and then compile and save. And then let me delete this. And then inside your AI, make sure in the class settings, make sure you add the interface PPI civilian. Ooh, what's going on here? Let me see. You know what? Let me. Where's the interface? What did it say? PPI civilian. Over there. Okay. Let me just delete this. Let's do it again. Blueprint interface PPI civilian. Open it up. Get civilian ref. Master, and it says civilian ref. Boom. And go to class settings, say PPI civilian. Now I add it right here, and then just get a I think it's self. Oops, self, just like that. So now on the character, on the event, begin overlap, we say get civilian, and then it's the message, and then now we promote this to a variable. This will be the civilian ref. You can replicate it. Do the same thing here on the end overlap. So because we need the reference of this civilian inside of this menu, the buy menu. So we need to go inside of the buy menu, create a variable, and we're gonna create a variable, say UI civilian ref, and make it of that civilian master. I'm gonna have to change that capital because it's gonna bug me. So now where we create the widget, where we creating this widget, right? Remember where we're showing this widget, it should be somewhere. Open and close vendor menu, yeah, right here. So what we need to do after we create, you see where it says client create vendor menu, because it's creating this menu right here. Okay, we need to say set UI civilian ref. Move this a little bit. We're gonna set it to the one we just promoted, to the to this guy, the one that the players interacting with. Okay, so now if we go here on event, no, let me do it on the buy button. If you click the buy button, we get this one. We say print string, and let's make it yellow or whatever color that is. Print the name. So now it should return, or the best thing you can do, you can just get the AI info, all right, and break it and get the name. So now let me change this guy name so they don't have the same name. AI info, and let's call him Lee or whatever. So now if I play the game, click this, click this, it said John Doe. And if I go to this guy, click the buy button, it said so when we stop overlapping this dude, we need to reset this variable right here. So we get the vendor ref, menu ref, see is valid. We need to set UI vendor ref to nothing, so that way when we interact with a new one, it will just make sure it's a different guy. So click John Doe. Hopefully I'm not saying some BS. And okay, what we can do then here, we can grab this. Also here, we set it to this guy. Yeah, let's do it that way. So let me see. Boom, boom, John Doe, close. Boom, boom. Lee, haha, nice working. Okay, so we got that part done. So this is, let me add some, we don't know, some notes here. Get ref, now get civilian ref. So that way we know what this is. Stash it over there. So now we have a reference to the civilian. Now we need to go inside of the vendor menu, right? Let's remove all this pretty stuff. We are going to do something similar to the player character. Okay, so here let's create a function for it. Instead of making it look ugly over there, we're gonna say build vendor inventory. Okay, so if you go here, we should have, yeah, should already have a grid panel. Let's go back, and this is a uniform grid panel that we call vendor grid panel. Okay, make sure it's a variable. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna clear it, so that way every time we open the menu, we don't have to keep creating the same thing over and over again. So we say clear children, and now we need the same variable that we have in the player inventory. So we're gonna get row, make it a integer, and column, and row size. Compile, save, make this one 5. Okay, the first thing, let's set the row to 0, column to 0. So now we need to get UI civilian ref, make sure this guy is valid, because we don't want trying to interact some with an AI who's already dead or is not valid. That's when you start having error and stuff. So we need to get the inventory. So get inventory, and we need the length of it. And as always, subtract 1 from it. And we need another for loop. And one thing I need to do, I'm gonna go to the vendor icon. And okay, I already have that one. Okay, let me create an index just to be safe. Okay, so we're gonna say for every single item inside of the inventory, we're gonna create create widget, and the widget we are creating will be the vendor icon. And then inside of the vendor icon, we have this variable. We can just say instant editable and expose on spawn. And then we expose this one on spawn also. So now if we go here, we refresh. Now we get those variables. The index, the item info will be, we need a copy of the item, a copy of the return of the for each loop. So we say copy at that specific index, and then this should be the item. Okay, and then we need a reference of this the icon, right, widget, which UI menu vendor widget. Yeah, we need inside of this icon, we need a reference to this. So inside of this guy, we need a reference of this guy, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So if you go here on the icon, I create a variable, say UI menu vendor widget, which is this one. And so what we're going to do, we're gonna set UI, because we're trying to get a reference of this guy inside of this dude. So from the menu to the icon. So we're gonna set it to, because we're already inside of the menu, right? So we're gonna set this one to self, because we want a reference to itself. Okay, so, and then we're gonna grab the vendor grid panel. We're going to say add child from uniform grid panel. You should already know all of this. From the player inventory, put the row, the column, And then we're gonna check to see if the row, we're gonna increment the row first and then check it to see if it's greater or equal to the row size. Beat to for branch. If it is, we're gonna set column to 0 and increment the row. Okay. And also don't forget to call the function. Let's call it right here. So fingers crossed, if we run to this guy and nothing happened, because nothing like gonna happen because here we didn't plug this guy here. Need to plug this in here. So oh yeah, of course they are small. Here, let's just wrap this with a scale box and wrap it with size box. And then, you know what, instead of doing all that, let's go to the UI inventory widget and this guy and just copy him because it's pretty much the same thing. Just delete this dude, paste this dude, and what's the size? 100 by 100. If we go here, select this guy, okay, oh wait, I have it. Make sure the slot padding is 3 and then 100 by 100. Now, if we go here, voila, you see? Yeah, we need to go and deal with the image. So an event construct, let's create another function. Just create a function. Nah. Icon image. Say set brush from texture. Yeah. We get the item info. We break it because we like to break stuff and plug it up. Now if we run to this dude and then go our stuff, there we go, you know. And also if I close this and I go to the other guy, we should only have one. Only one. Yeah. Okay, so we need to, what do we have? We have the no, this one not gonna be the current stack. This one will be item price because we don't need to know how many the item here have. So if we right click on this, wrap it with horizontal box, what we can do, we can make this one full at the bottom, remove this here, and then we can boom, select this, make this full screen, dollar sign, and then this guy should be, yes, whatever, this is the item price, and this one don't even need to be a variable. This is the item price. If we go here, grab the item price and set text, set in the text, this would be do we even have an item price? No, we do not. Okay, remember what I always say when you wanna mess with the structure, make sure you save everything and then you do. But for now, let me just print the amount. I know it's gonna say 0 because I didn't put the amount. Yeah, like that. So let's do it the right way. Okay, let's unplug them out. Save, make sure you save everything a couple of times, because you know Unreal is love to mess up people's things. Let's add. Yeah, I don't have it. Price. Give me an integer. And another one. Sell price. Also an integer. Save this. Go to the player character. Compile. And now we need to go to where is this function at? Pickup function, because we need to do this. We connect these everywhere we had set this up. So this is the pickup function. Matter of fact, let's just close this first before we even do anything. It's gonna active save, say don't save. Open this up and go to your project and then go here and then let it load. Let it load. Okay, come on. Now, let me open everything. Yeah, let's close this, go back to the character, go to pickup function, make sure we connect these, connect this, connect this, compile and save. There you go, another one, use item, no, remove item, what is it? From inventory, make sure you connect the price, that's about it. Do we have any other thing? I don't need this. Don't need that. Refresh inventory, yeah. No. Okay. Seems that's all we needed to do. Now we need to go inside of the data table and add a price for them. Keep this at 0. So price, let's say the health item, let's say I want to sell it for 2,000. And then the price to buy it is 2,000, and what you're getting for it, let's say 500. Even I know that's highway robbery, but oh well. This one is 5,000, and you're only getting $1,000 back if you sell it. And this one is 10,000, and you only get 2,000 back. You get the gist, right? Okay, so now in here, no, we're doing an icon. In the icon, we get the price. So we plug the price up here. Now when we go ahead and interact with this dude, buy, and then there go the price. Yay, $2,000. Okay, let me go add the rest of them. Oh, whatever. And 50,000, and this one is 400. I'm on 50,000 also, 7,000. Oh, whatever. Yeah. So now what we want to do, let me just clap this to a function like I was trying to do the first time. Button style. Boom. Voila. So now when we click on this buy button, we need to access, we need access to this guy. So let me see. because when we created here, where did we create that in the function? So it's called UI. Yeah, so where is it? Oh, we setting it. Okay, we also need a reference. We also need to keep a ref. We need a reference from it too. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do? Promote this to a variable, and I'm going to say vendor icon ref, and then set it up here because we need to access the item info from it. All right. So okay, when we click the button, we need to get vendor ref, see if it's valid. We get item info, and let's print the name of the item that we clicked on. Let's make this color so we'll know. So we run over here, click. Yep. Yeah. We need what we need to do. Let me look at my note. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I figured out the problem. So what we need to do is, we delete this. We need to create a variable, and we're gonna name it vendor item info. Okay. So go back to the icon, right? So we need to add a clicked event for it. On click, what we need to do in this menu, we get in this menu, we need to access the vendor item info. Okay. No, we need to set it instead of, yeah, we need to set vendor item info. We need to set it to the item info inside of this icon. Okay, and then now here, this will give us the value, what we are looking for. So if I print the name, so if I go here, press this, health, armor, and M4. Okay. So what we need to do here, what I'm gonna do, instead of having this whole thing showing, let's say selected item vendor. Sorry guys, my naming convention is crap. Okay, so instead of calling it that, what we're going to do, make sure it's also a variable. But, don't necessarily need it, but collapse. So now when we interact with this guy, nothing shows. Wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, yeah. Nothing appears right here. Okay. So if we go to the icon, we only want to see this when we have an item selected. So what's the name? Oh, we forget the name. So get the name, and then we say set visibility to visible. So now going up to this guy, nothing. See, now it shows. So, and then we can also set the style. So if we go here, we grab the image, we say set brush from texture, we get the item info, we break it, and we get the icon, and we also want what we need the name, yeah, no, it should not be coming from, not this one, it should be coming from here, from the menu. So this one is item name, item selected name, should be coming from the inventory, and this one should be item selected image, and you can add your description, price, or whatever. So in the icon we get item, no, here item selected image, and we get item selected name, and in here we say set text. We say in the text, and let's get the name, and we can also, set this the price. Yeah, item price text. Compile, save, go here, and we can say this, and then here we get the price. Plug it up, plug this up. So now if we go here, click this guy, boom, for 50,000, 50,000, 2,000. Okay, now the video is getting very long. I'm not gonna create the buy functionality yet. In the next video, we're going to create the buy functionality. So when you buy an item, we're also going to build the player inventory. So when we buy an item, it's just going to add it, and then yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.